Bitch, let me tell you something. Hey, what's up? It's your girl Deja Diva, and you are tuned in live to the hashtag Diva Gang podcast, where we discuss art, music, entertainment, pop culture, and have cultivated controversial conversations, honey. Now let's get into it. You guys, I am extremely excited because Beyoncé just dropped Renaissance. And this is my first time reviewing a Beyoncé song, Beyoncé anything on my podcast. And as we discussed previously, I am a huge Beyoncé stan. And I am just so excited. And I just realized this. I just talked to the Beehive the other day. I also just realized that this is my first time experiencing a Beyoncé rollout. Because as a kid, you don't really know what's going on. You just listening to the music because you like it. But now it's like, this is the first time me experiencing a Beyoncé rollout. And I am very excited. And let's talk about the music. First of all, I don't want to just talk about the music. I'm going to go ahead and start off and just get into it. I don't want to just talk about the music. I want to talk about everything that is included in this rollout. First of all, you bitches have got to learn how to promote your music better. Got to learn how to industry better. Have got to learn how to media train better. Y'all have got to learn how to roll your music out better. And if you are in the Beehive on Clubhouse, you heard me going off. And it's recorded, so y'all can continue to hear me go off. This music is very inspiring and important. And the way that she rolled it out is very important. And people got to understand that if you are going to go for it, if you are going to do a new sound, if you're going to be trying something new, then commit. Commit to it. Believe in your product. Believe in what you're doing. Believe in who you are. Believe in what you are making. And Beyoncé commits to everything. That's why everything she does outside of her box of what she is known for, she executes flawlessly. And the reason why I am a huge fan of Beyonce's is because I see a woman who was consistently trying hard to outdo who she was yesterday. I see a woman who is forever a student. I see a woman who never wants to be the smartest in the room, the most talented in the room, the prettiest in the room. She's never that girl who's always trying to be that person. She's never that girl who thinks that, oh yeah, I got it now. Even though she got it now, she is never the girl who's like, I got it now. No, she's always trying to go and get it. So the rollout from the blanking and taking off, first of all, the rollout from all of the little pop crave type Instagram and Twitter pages posting about, oh, we miss Beyonce. Everything was so strategic and calculated. I don't think you guys understand. I think a lot of the things that go viral surrounding Beyonce, or just viral in general, like 80s music, house music, that sound was going viral. I don't know what she did to pull a string or two before she even dropped Break My Soul. Then she cleared off all of her profile pictures and all of her pages and cleared off the bio. And she was like, okay. And everybody was like, oh my God, Beyonce just deleted her page. Beyonce just did this. She just did that. She knows how to expound upon a movement. And it takes time. And then on top of that, after she did that, this lady is going to go do British Vogue. Do the poses, have cute outfits, and then she gonna clear her website. Have the little what you mean the B7? What y'all mean by the B7? Always just understanding that she has fans and she knows she's listening to us. She knows what we want, she knows what we need, and she knows what we are expecting. And she always has to far surpass that. Then not only did she do all those cryptic ass messages on the website, then the website was clear and it was down. Then she started selling these boxes. And then she put track 6, Break My Soul, out tomorrow. And then Break My Soul took the world by storm. Everybody was fucking with that. Then she made the TikTok page and it was just blank. She just did everything that you could do to make sure that you are garnering enough anticipation for your music. And the photo shoot and dropping the album and having us have little visual teasers and having people, the industry people, want to discuss your album. Even Drake dropped, like, I feel like everything that she did was calculated. Everything that has been being done in the industry around her music in this album was calculated. I think that she has her hand in the Pop Crave pages. She has her hand in the Shade Room. She has her hand in a lot of the media so that they can make buzz around something that is kind of a clue for her fans to pick up on. Like that little finger picture with the red glove. Everything is very calculated. Everything is calculated. And I really appreciate her attention to detail, but that just shows to you she's a powerful bitch. And nobody else could really say, hey, do this, hey, do that. Because if she tap you on your shoulder and tell you to do this, like, why am I doing this? It ain't got even nothing to do with you. You don't even know who's tapping on your shoulder. People on the album didn't even know what the album sounded like. You know what I'm saying? So she is a really strategic chick. She always knows exactly what she's doing. And I really appreciate everything. The cover was fire. The disco feel. Her aesthetic this time around is really beautiful. She's just really embracing like the really high fashion, haute couture, ballroom type thing. And I'm really here for it. Now, let's talk about this motherfucking album. First of all, here's the thing. Before we start, you niggas are some fake fans sometimes, and I really don't understand what do you get out of leaking shit. Because y'all leak shit for Break My Soul, y'all leak shit for the album. See, my problem is if you don't know that's the reason why she be dropping shit. That's the reason why she just say, hey, album out right now. Because if we know that there's an album, then we know that, not we, but y'all be knowing to dig for shit. If she didn't, and you guys really ruin it for people who are really trying to be appreciative of the entire experience, and just wait. It don't take that much to wait for an album. It doesn't take that much to wait for an album just wait. You ain't got to be that person, because I feel like it's disrespectful to the fans, and it's actually disrespectful to her. Because let this lady drop her album. Now let's actually talk about the album. Track 1. I'm that girl. I don't care about the diamonds. I don't care about the pearls. Bitch, I'm that girl. I love that song. I really feel like this entire experience, the album just, it flows well. It's 16 tracks, and she generally doesn't do that many tracks on an album, but if we got 32 more tracks to look forward to for Act 2 and 3, Beyonce, I'm going to have to just punch people in the face. Just random people. Babies, old people, grandmas, pastors. I'm going to just have to start punching random motherfuckers in the face. Like, I don't know if I don't think I can take that. But I'm That Girl is really that girl. And it's an intro if you ever heard one. Cozy. Comfortable in my skin. Cozy with who I am. Cozy. I really, really like that song as well. I feel like this is a transition from Lemonade to this. Lemonade was about heartbreak, betrayal, relationships, marriage, children. This is about you. This is about you focusing on you again. And I really appreciate the fact that your music is just this was just a full album full of feel good music. Whole album full of feel good music. I feel like I also felt like during Cozy it felt a lot like Jealousy from Black is King. It was giving me that type of tease. I really feel like you have put yourself in a position to be able to allow your fan base to transition to whatever new sound you're dropping. And somebody said in a Beehive the other day, they was like, rap Beyonce high one, because she was spitting. And I keep telling y'all, she just needs to drop a full album full of rap music, because I feel like every time she spits, she is the hardest one on the track. She got the hardest verse, the most anticipated verse. I really, really enjoyed that song, Alien Superstar. That song is for the girls. And I feel like this song should be the next one to get a video, even though it's not the one that I want to see a video the most of. But I just feel like your fan base and the way everybody is talking, I feel like everybody wants to see a visual for Alien Superstar next. Of course, after Break My Soul. Cuff It. Cuff It was a great song. The vocals were vocaling. And let's just talk about 40-year-old Beyonce. Let's talk about the vocal bag. She's teaching you bitches, this is what singing sounds like. This is what it sounds like to sing a song. And a lot of people got to understand that Beyonce she old school. She from a class where she was studying the Supremes and the Stevies and the Michael Jacksons and the Princes and the Whitney Houstons and the Mariah Carey. She come from that class. So when it comes down to these vocals, she gonna be on lock. She ain't about to whisper. She ain't about to be not supported. She is not about to be off key. That's not the type of gig you get with Beyonce. She from that old school where people were in choir at church practicing singing 3 hours a day, and then 4 hours on Sunday, because first service started at 8 a.m. Oh no, you got to be at the church at 6 so we can practice. That's what it is. That's what it is. And that's why people from that church class can sing. These new age people can't sing like that because they ain't go to church like that. See, church, speaking of church, we're going to get there in a minute. But I feel like she got those seasoned vocals that this voice ain't going no damn where vocal. Energy was such a great song. I'm going to say that for almost every single song. Energy, I listened to this album 3 times. Energy, I'm telling you right now that transition between Cuff It, Energy, and Break My Soul was crazy. Cuff It, Energy, and Break My Soul kind of sound like a 3-act play within it of itself. Energy was just a great moment. I feel like Energy was kind of high-key, low-key interlude-y. No? Nobody else feels like that? It was giving interlude. It was giving transition song. It still was a whole song to me, but it was giving interlude. There's nothing wrong with that, but it was giving big interlude energy, extended interlude energy. And I don't know why I felt that way, but that's how I felt. Of course, Break My Soul. One thing about Break My Soul, it sounds completely different in the ensemble of the entire project. It really fucking does. It sounds completely different. And I'm just sitting here like, I feel like I heard this all before, but and it belonged where it is. Right where it is. And I wonder what the number 6 is. Is she going to do that consistently? Like, what's going on? What's going on? Because let me tell you something about Beyonce. Beyonce is so fucking detailed. She'll have, like, a flower in her head and just walk around with a flower in her head for like a couple days and then go viral on the internet. And then her next single is like Flower Child, Head of the Flowers or something. She is that detailed. So when people be trying to be conspiracy Beyonce theorists, they be like, oh no, she wore black leather boots in that video and then she did this for the Adidas launch, and then Chris Brown was doing this, and then Lizzo did that, and then Halle, she said this, and if you put treat me, and then this, and about damn time, treat about treat, like literally. It is so crazy how people be pulling and reaching to pull and drag a conclusion, because that's how Beyonce operates. She will literally give Halle, Chloe, Lizzo, Cardi, Megan, whoever, a few little Easter eggs. She literally be tapping on shoulders, giving out Easter eggs, and then the conspiracy hive be coming together and putting all of this shit together, reaching and pulling. They sound like what conspiracy brother from Undercover Brother. Just coming up with shit, and then it all comes to pass. Because if you really pay attention, and if you are a conspiracy hive, everything comes together. So I'm trying to figure out what I can figure out next. Because we was in the hive yesterday talking about she got a deal with Netflix and Dolby, and she still got another deal. I think we might get a visual. We might get a movie theater release for the videos. I don't know what we gonna get. That's why when I said last week, I have zero expectations, because every single time I think she's gonna move left, she move right. Every time I think she's gonna move up, she move down. I cannot keep up with the rigmarole of trying to predict Beyonce's next moves, and so I won't. And I really feel like Break My Soul was supposed to be the single. Now that I'm listening to the entire album, Break My Soul was supposed to be the single. Absolutely supposed to be the single. Church Girl. A lot of people talk about this last week. Talk about how this is a song named Church Girl and it's explicit. What's going on? Shout out to Twinkie Clark. I really appreciate the fact that she allowed Beyonce to utilize her art. But even though it is a twerk song, first of all my people from New Orleans, me included, I need y'all to calm down. Y'all ain't gonna run this song into the mud. Let me tell you what my fellow New Orleans not gonna do. Y'all are not going to hijack this song. Y'all gonna do that anyway. I can't wait to hear the bounce mixes in the club with Church Girl, because you niggas don't know how to act. That's all I'm gonna say. You Louisianians don't know how to act. Y'all know how to act. I really would say the whole South, but specifically New Orleans. Y'all about to fuck this song up. And I get it. As you fucking should. Plastic Off the Sofa, she was... When we talking about Run, that fucking... Ooh! And you know what? The song is so flowy and glowy. I listened to it twice in a row between that and Virgo's Groove, and I really can't tell when that song stops and the next song starts, because that transition is so seamless. It just seems like a 10-minute song. And she really... vocals. You know what Beyonce taught me with Plastic Off the Sofa in Virgo's Groove? You bitches really cannot sing. Even the bitches I try to give the benefit of the doubt to, the bitches that I try to be like, okay, she had a cute little voice. She has a really pretty voice. No, you don't. You don't have a pretty voice. Your voice is okay. Your voice is not good. Your voice is garbage, quite actually. I can't help but when I'm listening to Beyonce do the comparison game, because I don't think that it's fair that Beyonce has to share an industry with so many mediocre people. I don't. I just really don't. I don't think that it's fair to her, because at the end of the day, it's like it gives the illusion like people be, that's why people always got some shit to say. What she say? Monday I'm overrated, Tuesday on my dick. The problem with this is people just assume that she's just the best out of a bad crowd, when she is the best out of the best crowd, but she only has to stand against bad crowd. That's the only people that I feel like are in the industry right now. And the people who are great in the crowd that are outside of Beyonce, Y'all not supporting them enough. Y'all are not uplifting them enough. We're not paying enough attention to them. And that's why Beyonce is extremely selective about who she decides to spend some time with. Do you think, like, Chloe and Halle, they really the only people on Parkwood right now? Beyonce is extremely selective about who she is going to give her remnants to. And as she should. Because when you listen to Plastic Off the Sofa and Virgo's Groove, it's the vocals for me. It's the runs. It's the control. It's the vocal production. It's the stacks. It's the paying attention to details. It's the breath control. It's some things that you bitches need to learn. And yes, it's tough. And a lot of the stuff you probably would have to know from a young age. But I just feel like this whole, if you are an artist and you were not pushed by this album, I don't know what's going to do it for you. Because the popcorn 2-minute toxic love songs are not going to work anymore. It's getting fucking old. And if you're going to do the toxic love song, at least pay some keen attention to some vocal. At least sing my face off so I don't know that I am being cussed out. And the thing about Beyonce is that she's just a vocal beast. And I'm putting her up there. It just doesn't make any sense. Because a lot of my favorites, by the time they got in their 40s, they couldn't sing no more. See, what's not clicking? What's not clicking? Like, who can you compare her to? She ain't that comparison, bitch. Keep y'all keep y'all shit on the playground. This is grown folks. And Beyonce is no longer trying to appeal to a kid crowd anymore. All of her fans are grown. Most of them are grown. And I really felt like, you know what I'm saying? She writes well, but then even where she feels like she needs inspiration, she will source some of the best. Shout out to The Dream. Shout out to The Dream, because he all over this fucking album. And let's give The Dream his flowers while we can, because I ain't gonna sit here and hold you. The Dream has been carrying the industry on his shoulders for the past 15 years. If you like a song, if you think you like the song, if whatever song that you think you liked in the past 15 years, I guarantee you he helped produce it or write it. Let's stop playing with him. Let's stop playing. Move, shout out to, first of all, somebody on Twitter said people keep treating Tim's like parsley to songs, like sprinkling it everywhere. I agree, but Tim's is just that bitch. Tim's is that bitch, and she's going to continue to be that bitch. And the thing about Tim's is that she don't do all this rigmarole. She go in, do her job, and then go the fuck home. And Tim's is going to be another bitch that y'all going to be like, oh yeah, that was her too? That was her too? That was her? Huh? Because she one of those girls that 15 years from now, she going to have thousands of credits. And you be like, oh, that was her too? Oh my God. Shout out to Grace Jones. Let me get to the song that I have actually been jamming the most lately. Heated. Shout out to Aubrey Graham, aka Drake. I can see why you named your album Honestly Nevermind. And I'm going to talk about that briefly. I liked Drake's album. I did. And I'm not going to compare because everybody's been doing that. I don't think that they were comparable because I don't think they were in competition. I think they were in collaboration. I think that was also a move that was used to, in a combined way, promote both of their projects. I definitely hear Drake influence on there. It kind of sounds like it's given a one dance type tease, but Heated is the cat. Monday overrated, Tuesday unmighty. I'm gonna be saying that shit all fucking year. Monday I'm overrated, Tuesday on my dick. Uncle Johnny made my dress. That cheap spandex, she looks a mess. Who you talking about, B? Because you said fat. Beyonce, who you talking about? Because you're shady. Let me tell you something about Virgos. You're a shady bitch. I think I know who you talking about. But you know what? I'm going to leave it on the playground. Uncle Johnny made my dress. That cheap spandex, she looks a mess. She look a mess, honey. The cheap spandex. Ugh. It's giving rainbow. It's giving scrunchy on the body. Uncle Johnny made my dress, honey. That cheap spandex. She looks a mess. Shout out to Uncle Johnny. Rest in peace. Thick. Ass getting bigger. Bag getting bigger. She said, bad bitches to the left. Money bitches on the right. So if you don't know, stand in the middle and dance all night. That bitch said, I see you losing weight, but don't lose that ass, though. And that's thick with a Q, bitch. Because let me tell you something. You first of all, you bitches are gonna lose your absolute fuck minds. All over TikTok, Instagram. All I know is I'm gonna see a lot of ass on my timeline. And you know what? I am here for it. And you know one thing about Beyonce music? She ain't gotta force the algorithm. She ain't gotta pay her. No, I'm about to spill some tea! Oh, welcome to the hashtag Diva Gang Podcast. It feels good to be back. I'm about to spill some tea. She ain't gotta pay people to do TikTok dances. Woo! If you know, you know. She ain't gotta pay nobody to do a TikTok dance. Her music is culturally relevant. It pushes the culture. Her music is influential. When you truly have influence, when you truly move the culture, when you truly have your foot in your hand in the culture, when you truly connect with your fans, not going on live, yelling at people, being mad, playing games, doing too much, always stitching people on TikTok. No, when you really have a true, genuine connection that you've built with your fan base since they was babies, for the past 25 years, sitting in Greenspoint, Galleria, Memorial City Mall, signing dolls and cell phones and CDs and books and pamphlets and all types, signing stuff. When you've been face to face with most of your fan base, when you have a connection with your fans, you ain't got to bribe them into making your music shift culture. That's not what you have to do, and that is all tea and all shade. And if you feel the shade, if you feeling the subliminals, bitch, catch it. Because let me tell you something, a lot of you bitches are trying to force your algorithm. A lot of you bitches are trying to bribe your way into shifting the culture, and that's not how it works. See, what you have to do is build a core fan base, and that's why some of your favorites are mad at the responses that they getting for these popcorn singles, and that's why they got their albums shelved. It's Beyonce Day. Fuck out of here. I'm telling you, when you have a genuine connection with your fans gonna do the TikTok video because they want to. They're gonna do an Instagram video because they want to. Your shit is gonna be on the radio syndicated because it should. Because people want to hear it. I don't care if we played it 3 times. We're gonna play it 4. And then we're gonna play it 5. That's how you shift the culture. That's how you shift the culture. That's how you shift a genuine build. Not I'm viral today and I got to keep up with the momentum. She is the momentum. Some of you bitches are thriving off of a viral moment and trying to catch up and keep up with it. She don't have to do that. She also don't have to do shit for nobody's approval. See, a lot of y'all stand in this box and the industry is creating a stripper turn, a false ass, fake ass stripper turn rapper. A lot of you bitches in the female rap game specifically, and I know this ain't got nothing to do with nothing, but it's gonna connect in a minute, so take your time with me. A lot of you bitches are cosplaying as strippers and sex workers because you know that that's the thing that's in, and y'all know y'all ain't never lived that life, and that's why the real sex workers and strippers turn rappers actually have more of a diversified catalog because they really about that life. Y'all bitches in the industry are treating sex work and stripperisms similar to how these niggas be treating trapping and gunning and gang banging with that. Most of the people who ain't never did that before be getting in trouble. You ain't about that life. You ain't got to keep up with the trends when you are the trend. You are the trendsetter. And a lot of y'all don't understand that about Beyonce because y'all are so used to seeing people follow a formula instead of you seeing a bitch create one. I'm going to say that again for the haters in the back. Y'all are so used to people following a trend and following a formula where you need to be used to the bitches who create the formulas. They create their own formula. And that's why this music is working. Yes, most of the people, beehive people in general, just don't listen to the type of music. She can make any type of music. And because of the way that she commits to it, she promotes it, she rolls it out to the fact that if she's going to do it, she's going to go get counsel. She's going to talk to those 80s house music queens. She's going to get counsel. She's going to be a student and learn so that she cannot let them down. That's what she did. All Up in Your Mind. The bitch can sing. All Up in Your Mind is a great transition from Thick. I have to listen to All Up in Your Mind again. I just listened to it. Keep in mind this music is fresh and new for everybody. I'm not really expected to have a favorite or a least favorite or whatever off this album. Let's just say, I'm going to say quality. For quality, every single song is 100% top tier Egyptian cotton. Quality. Okay? America Has a Problem is about drugs, but I think it's about, like, not drugs, but, like, you being the drug. I don't know. I was the first time I listened to the album, I was reading the lyrics, and I was like, okay, let me put this down because I need to experience the sounds, and I want to be thrown off when she says something thrown. Because let me tell you something about Beyonce. She gonna always say something throw the fuck off. Every single time. I've never listened to it, so I was like, bitch, why you say that? Why you had to come at people like that? Like when she said, know where you was when that digital Popeye stopped the world. Male or female, it made no difference. I was like, bitch, who you, like, why you gotta talk to, who you talking to? See, if you gonna come at somebody, at least tap me in. That's, I love Beyonce so much. I just feel like every time, I feel like her and Nicki Minaj do this. But every single time I'm listening to her new music, she always throwing a shot. I'm like, who are you talking about? You just coming for people next. Like, damn, give me a moment to adjust. Pure Honey. Now Pure Honey. Let me do a service announcement. Let me do this again. Hello, my LGBTQIA plus community. Hi, dolls. Don't act a fool. Don't act a plum ass fool when this song come on in the club. Don't do it. Cause let me tell you something. Y'all ain't got no health insurance. Don't bust your ass trying to cat. Don't. If your knees is in its 40s, do up until the point when you get tired, tap somebody else in. That's all I'm gonna say. Hey, my queer folk, I already know that y'all are gonna have y'all field day with this damn song. As you should. But make sure you take a water break. Make sure you're hydrated. Make sure you get some good potassium and protein and stretch your knees out. Because what I'm not going to have is knee replacement surgeries all summer 2022. That's not what we're going to do. I think that she was like, oh, yeah. Pride Month is going to be extended until the end of July or until further notice. That's what she said. She said, we're extending Pride Month because we can. That's what she said. And the thing is, I don't want you to get it confused. Uncle Johnny made my dress. Let me explain to you guys something. This is for the black with a Q. This is for the black queers. Okay? You white queer folk, y'all can join in, have fun. Make sure you sit down and eat your food. Make sure you don't touch nothing, don't look at nothing, don't breathe at nothing while we in this stove. However, this album, this is our time. See, y'all don't get in the mix unless you got a permission slip. And even then, your permission slip got to go through a couple of reviewing phases and trials. You got to go through about 4 or 5 interviews. This is for the black queers only. Y'all are more than welcome to enjoy, have a seat, get some food. But know your limit. And Summer Renaissance, I just found out on TikTok today, like an hour ago, that song is not really about the season summer. It's Donna Summer. I was like, oh my God. See, I told y'all about these little Easter eggs that she be dropping. She's an Easter egg dropper. And this bitch is so calculated. But here's my question now. And I knew this was going to happen because Beyonce fans, we're greedy. Here's my question. When we get in Act 2, when we get in some music videos, when the tour, are we getting some title exclusives? Why title 3 months for $3 right now? What you got going on? What's going on over there at Parkwood? What's happening? I have questions. Are we getting a Drake feature for the remix of Heated? Is that what's happening? What we finna do? Because I need to prepare financially, mentally, and spiritually. Act 2 is kind of given September 4th, 2022 that's coming out. No? Okay, let me shut up. I don't know, Beyonce. I need more details about what's coming up because you didn't just drop the merch and you didn't do all of that just to do that. I don't underestimate you. I stay on my toes. If you think that I'm gonna lay down and get some sleep, no, I sleep with one eye open. Oh, Beyonce, you will not gag me. You won't gag me. You might, like this album did, but you might gag me. But let me at least prepare. Let me at least take my acid reflux pill first before you gag me. Like, at least let me do that. Don't be disrespectful now, Beyonce. Because that ain't cool. I was so excited. This is my first time reviewing. And of course it was 40 minutes. Bitches, Beyonce. I give a fuck about whatever else I got planned on this docket for the fucking podcast. It's Beyonce. It's the Renaissance. And let me tell you something. Beyonce is teaching the merch. She's not really in. Here's the thing that I want to let y'all know. She is not interested in making a lot of money off this merch and all of this other shit. If you are not taking this as a lesson from Beyonce for fellow art, if you're not soaking in this education, you are missing out. You are missing out. She is teaching black artists how to get their music back. Get your artistry back. See, a lot of y'all, when y'all drop music, y'all are just dropping music. Y'all ain't even incentivizing people to buy it off iTunes. See, you guys have to drop merch and drop shit people care about. Even if nobody knows who you are, you can do something else outside of the music. The music can only get you so far, but when you do the music, make sure the music is done in such a way that you got something to at least stand on. Because if the music is not, I would rather you not pop, because the music is the least important. See, if you build a house, right, the music is the foundation. It is extremely important. However, in hindsight, you're going to need walls, windows, a roof, doors, faucets, tubs, flooring. You're going to need all of that to build the house. But the music is the foundation. And if your foundation is not right, even if you do build an empire on top of that, you get this deal, that deal, this endorsement, that, it's going to crumble if the music is not solid. So get your foundation right. But also do not just stand on foundation alone. You need to build the rest of your house and you need to build it right. That's what Beyonce taught us with this. Beyonce taught us, make music that is true for your experience. Do not speak on the experience of everybody else. Will it sell? It could sell. But you know what else? You could sell too. Deviate from the crowd if that's who you are. Make music that is true to your experience. Make music that you want to make. Have fun. Have fun, because I can't say that Beyonce has ever been in a position in her career where she wasn't having fun. She has had fun the entirety of the way that she's had from Destiny's Child till now. Have fun. It will work if you believe in it and commit to it 1,000%. This taught me, if you're going to do something, commit to it. If you're going to do, for my YouTube channel, my podcast, everything, my music, my productions, commit to it, commit to it, commit to it. And you know what else she taught me? Do not be afraid to promote yourself. Relentlessly promote yourself. Relentlessly be your own number one fan. Relentlessly, relentlessly, relentlessly. And you know what else? She also has a team. She has people around her that support her and love her. Mama Tina is Mama Tina Inc. Let me tell you something. Mama Tina is the number one marketing and supply for Beyonce. Because let me tell you something. I follow Mama Tina. Shout out to Mama Tina. Hey, Mama Tina. Mama Tina. Have people on your team. If your mama not Mama Tina, if your mama is not Mama Tina in enough, you need to get you a new mama. I'm trying to tell you, have people on your team that support you the way Mama Tina, Kanye, get people that treat you like how they treat Beyonce. Get people that support you relentlessly. And that's all I'm going to say on this album. I could talk about this for 58 more minutes, but we got to move on. We got to move on. We got to move on. This is my first time doing a couple things on this podcast. The next thing I wanted to talk about is Nope. I saw the movie, and it was a really good, we went to the Star Cinema, girl. I got the spinach dip and the tacos, the salmon, oh God. First of all, Star Cinema Grill, y'all food is so fucking delicious. It's so flavored. God, fuck. So good. The movie was good as fuck. This is Jordan Peele's best work yet. If you think you know what the movie is about, you don't. You don't. I'm not going to do any spoilers. I could do another diva discussion and have spoilers. Because just like Beyonce, people always are dissecting and pulling and reaching and making conspiracies about the movies. I think that the best art is up to interpretation. Let me tell you something else about Jordan Peele. I think he mastered the art of making a trailer. Because as of lately, the trailer has given too much of the movies away. It's supposed to build up anticipation for people to want to see the movie. The anticipation is not going to be built if they feel like they saw the whole movie in the 2-minute trailer. He knew how to make a trailer. He knew how to create a concept. He is the person who hires people or gets people that who turns his visions into exactly how he saw it in his head. He is the king of getting a team to make his vision come true. I love the fact that it's not just about black people, to be honest, but that too. But my thing is, he is creating art that is nothing like we have. It's so much creative. There's so many concepts, so many unlimited things that we have not seen on screen. Yet we keep doing the formula. The scary movie with the demon house, the horror movie with the demon child, the serial killer, the overly hyper sex teenage movie, the fall in love movie, the movie with the crazy person who fell in love but then you found out they was crazy. There's so many things, so many movies. The Christmas movie, the family movie, the dysfunctional family movie, the raunchy movie with kids. Like, we've seen it all. The buddy cop movie, like, we've seen all of that happen before. What's new? What else? Because I feel like the human experience is so much more than that. This movie did not have any romantic shit, no romantic situations. It was nobody who fell in love and nothing. This movie was strictly about the family, the brother and sister dynamic, which we don't see often on screen. And I feel like the movie was so different. It is not a typical sci-fi, whatever. It's not a typical movie. You guys, if I implore you guys to go and see this movie. It was so good. Kiki is back. She ain't never left, but she you know, and I'll talk about, I'm going to briefly touch on the Zendaya situation. Let's stop making things compete where they don't compare. Keke Palmer has had hit Disney movies, the first black woman to have her own show on Nickelodeon, the youngest talk show host. She has a book. She has a Instagram series. She has all kinds of things, music, everything. Let's stop playing in her face. Let's stop playing in her face. Let's stop playing in her face. I feel like we throw away the reason why we don't have new talent in movies and everybody playing 30 is in their 50s right now is because we do not nurture new talent. Zendaya is great. Beautiful girl. However, Zendaya could not hold a candle to Keke. Zendaya is beautiful. She can sing, she can dance, she can act. But I also feel like there are opportunities that were afforded to Zendaya that will never be afforded to Keke, even though Keke has been in this longer. Keke has been in this game for a long time. She has been in this game longer than people who are twice her age. Let's talk about it. Keke has not been in no news. She don't get in no trouble. She don't be doing bullshit to nobody. She stay in her bubble. She's been an unproblematic princess the entire time. And I really, really want us to stop disrespecting her legacy. Stop disrespecting. Let's stop. Let's stop. Keke would be way further if she was afforded the opportunities that a Zendaya or anybody else were afforded. Truthfully and honestly. But Keke ain't mad. If she ain't mad, I ain't mad. She's staying in her lane and she is completing the assignments ahead of her. I really want to see Keke cast more often after this movie. Daniel Kaluuya, hey daddy, how you doing? He did a phenomenal job. Daniel Kaluuya is such an intuitive actor. He adds something to each character. I feel like I've seen him in a lot of movies, but I feel like he allows the character to morph into him as opposed to him morphing into the character. And I think that's a genuine skill that allows you to be able to do a lot of movies. See, people who play the same way or play themselves a lot of times in movies, that does, like, of course there's going to be a box office smash, but you can't make an influence when you're doing that all the time. He has the type of personality that is going to allow him to consistently be able to do a vast amount of movies. Shout out to Jordan Peele, shout out to Keke Palmer, Daniel Kaluuya, shout out to all of the people who made Nope happen. It was just really a phenomenal movie. I think it's the movie of the year. I need to see some Oscar noms, some Image noms. I need to see some noms. I need to see some true noms. Because I'm excited for this next season of award shows because I feel like bitches have been killing it. Next, we're going to discuss Pressurelicious. Megan Thee Stallion, Future. I love Megan Thee Stallion. This is a Megan Stan podcast. Respectfully, I know artists are sensitive about their shit. This one could have stayed in the drafts. I think it's cute. It sounds just like movie with you and Lil Durk. Just like movie with you and Lil Durk. Thought shit was up here. It was a Plan B was up there, and I was just like, Because to be honest, the verses were short. The cover art is cute. This song is kind of the same feeling I was feeling with Don't Stop. Pressurelicious. I didn't really enjoy the song. It's cool. If it's in the club, it's going to be in the club. But this is the type of song that play in the club early while people are walking in. It was cool. I don't hate it. I just don't love it. But we have to have a conversation about your career and what's going on another day. because I just don't have the energy to go through that right now. And I don't want to bag on you, but I want to uplift you. But I'm going to tell you some things as a fan that I feel like you have, it's getting rocky. But I love you, Megan. And I want you to hear that. I love you, and I truly enjoy you. I'm a huge fucking fan of yours. Huge fan of yours. You obviously know that. I just want you to... I think the only person who can tell you how we feel your music is going is a true fan and listener of your music, which is who I am. And I think that you should take it with love. And I'm not going to tell you what I want to hear from you. I'm not going to be like, well, you need to do this. No, I'm not going to tell you how you should write your story. But I am going to tell you how what you are writing right now is how it's translating. And not some tips, because I could never give you tips, because I ain't making, my music ain't doing no numbers right now. But I'm going to give you some insight about how the fans are feeling, so that you could probably go to the lab and see what's going on, or you could just not give a fuck and keep doing you and prove me wrong. But we have to have a conversation later. The last thing I wanted to talk about is Trina was on a podcast. She was on Drink Champs talking about how women don't come together like they used to. Trina. I disagree. I respect Trina. I really do, because let me tell you something about Trina. Trina is a chick who is infamously known for always, not infamously, that's not the right word, but she is known for consistently having camaraderie with other female artists. I have never seen Trina be catty, bitchy, groany. I've never seen her be that way towards other female hip-hop artists. And that is the reason why most hip-hop artists, most female rappers love them some Trina. Trina is a very lovable person amongst this sport. And I feel like she has kind of been the silent glue to keeping a lot of shit together. And a lot of people don't talk about that. Trina is really, she's never intimidated by nobody. It ain't got to be all about her. She don't have to get the most restitution from it, but she is still going to show up, and her character is going to show first. And I think it's a little bit of that Sagittarius energy in you, but you know what? I don't want to say nothing, but I disagree, because here's the thing. Females can be catty with each other, but I feel like as of lately, especially, I feel like female rappers have been doing the work of coming together that had been temporarily ceased from maybe 2002, 2003 up until 2017. It was like a full 15-year period where it was just a couple nuggets of female rappers and then Nicki Minaj and nothing else. And I mean, I always give props to Nicki for dominating the industry, but the camaraderie was lost because we were not uplifting female hip-hop talent. And Nicki felt the pressure of having to carry that responsibility on her shoulders, because it's like, if I don't do it, then there will not be another female hip-hop superstar for the next 15 years. And I feel like now I'm seeing Lotto collaborate with this person, Flo Milli, Lakia, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, Sukihana, Tierra Whack, Rico Nasty, Doja Cat, Rhapsody, Young and May, Chica. I'm seeing all of these different female hip-hop artists, and I'm seeing them come together more than ever. Rico does a song with Tierra Whack, and then Rico does a song with Juicy Fruit, and then Kenda Man and Erica Banks do a song, and then Big Lotto and Lakia do a song, and then Coi Leray and Nicki Minaj do a song, and then Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion do a song. Megan Thee Stallion go do a song with the City Girls, and then the City Girls come back and do a song with Big Lotto, and everybody is doing music with each other. And I feel like now, more than ever, it's getting back to that point in the 90s, ladies' night. It's like Lil' Kim and Foxy Brown and Queen Latifah and Yo-Yo and MC Lyte and all of these different people. I feel like that is coming back. And here's the thing, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to try not to be crude, but let me tell you, if females were that catty and that bitchy and that evil and violent towards each other, then why I don't see no bodies dropping? Let's keep it real. Because with these niggas, they will legitimately kill each other. And I'm not about to be naming no names, but they have industry beef and then a life is lost. They don't keep it on wax. At least with women, Remy Ma and all of these other people, they'll keep it on some form of wax. They'll keep it cute. But when you niggas in the industry, about that life or not, are having issues, industry issues, song issues, music issues, wax issues, y'all don't battle it out. Y'all don't get in put no gloves on. Y'all don't do nothing. Y'all will kill each other in a heartbeat. And I feel like it's always promote this nigga. He was a good nigga. Oh, he was a peacemaker. Oh, he was for the community. He was this or he was that. And although some of those things can be true, y'all are promoting these niggas like they was peacemakers, like they kept it on wax, like they had an issue, then talked it over. Y'all keep doing this when lives be getting lost. And I'm going to say this here. And I don't want to get canceled. And I have compassion. But let's be honest. A lot of these male rappers write their own death certificates because they do not know when to let that ego first response go. Oh, I gotta prove. You ain't got shit to prove. You making money doing this here hip hop. You making money. You made it. Niggas who ain't about that life. Who not even about that life. With rainbow hair out here acting like they about their life and then getting themselves in a position. And them niggas never the ones that's getting killed. It's the ones who made it out and making something of themselves, and they just, you making it out, but it's not making it out of you. The hood, you made it out the hood, but the hood not making its way out of you. You cannot be successful, and you don't have to prove to nobody that you're keeping it real. You know how you keep it real? You put your money back in your neighborhood. You bring up somebody else with you who used to rap. You come up with everything. You Big Glow, like Glorilla, she got all her ratchet ass. That's how you come up. That's how you prove that you still real. You ain't got to prove that you real by having unnecessary beef that's going to cause your body to drop. No beef in hip-hop has ever been worth anybody's life that's been lost. All the way from Biggie all the way up to Young Dolph. No, it was not worth it. And the problem is we focus on how catty the women are, but you niggas stay killing each other. And I don't mind you talking about it in your drill. I don't mind you talking about it in your rap and your trap. Talk about it. Talk about it. Talk about the life you done lived. Talk about what you done seen. Talk about it. But God has given you an out for a reason. And the thing is, every time in the Bible, in real life, in movies, and in historical figures, it's always been a moment where God has provided an escape. And every time you deny that escape, that is the last escape you'll ever get. God has provided a lot of these people with escapes. And a lot of the times, you rap niggas do not know when there's a 48 Law of Power, which is a book that everybody should read. Honestly, you shouldn't read it to be malicious, but you should read it to understand something. One of those laws is understand the point of victory and don't try to pass it. A lot of you niggas, and that book was really made to describe the ego of a man. Narcissism, really, really, truly, and honestly. Y'all don't understand when y'all reach victory and y'all always trying to pass it. And the only place that is past victory is the grave. So when Trina was talking about women don't know how to get along, we might have some words to say here and there, but it always stays on wax. And we always find our way back to each other. But with these niggas, I think that we should have that conversation more towards them. Because they are allowed to be a fucking, y'all, for what y'all don't allow women to be a monkey for, you allow these men to be a gorilla. For real. Oh, you women don't do this and don't do that. It's complete cookies and cake compared to the opposites. And that's what consistently really baffles me, because I think that female hip hop is getting back to that place. But you know what? Also on top of that, and this is a shout out to Zachary Campbell and Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion. Sometimes I don't have to like you just because we both black, have uteruses, and rap. I don't gotta like you. I don't gotta live for you. There's some female rappers that, that write their own death certificate for real. I don't gotta live for you. I don't gotta fake be friends with you so I can prove that we can. No, if I don't like you just like these niggas, I don't fuck with you. But I just feel like at some point we're gonna have to take accountability for the fact that female hip hop is doing the best that they can. We barely hear. It seems like it's a lot of us now, but we're not even supporting all types of female rap. Like, we'll allow Kendrick, J. Cole, Jay-Z, Nas, Tyler the Creator, all of these people to become mainstream being conscious, but then we let Rhapsody and Tierra Whack and Baby Mother and all these other people, we leave them in the dust. Why is it that a woman cannot have the same type of diversification that these men can have and still see the same type of mainstream success? Why is it the reason why you getting tired of pussy rapping ass out? Because that's all the fuck you listen to. And then when I ask a nigga who's your favorite female rapper, they gonna say Lauryn Hill. Nigga, you don't support nothing that sound like Lauryn right now. When you trying to get some ass, you gonna go to some City Girls and Megan Thee Stallion or some Saweetie. But when you listen to these men, you respect them, so you actually listen to what they have to say. And the thing is, for every time a nigga told me their favorite female rapper was Lauren London, their favorite male rapper has always been some trapping, drilling, thugging, gangbanging ass nigga. So your moral compass for women is all the way up here in conscious land. But when you listening to these niggas, it could be kill this nigga, I want this nigga dead, bust this nigga in the head, cold red. Like, I just don't get it. You niggas is all over the place. That's why I don't take a lot of you men seriously when y'all are talking about female hip hop. Trina, I get what you're coming from, but I feel like your energy towards that statement is more towards the 2000 to 2015, 16 type era as opposed to this era, because I just don't see it in this era. And a lot of times I feel like we have collaborated so much to be the example for hip hop that sometimes I feel like a lot of female rappers have not had an opportunity to truly stand on their own. Flo Milli did almost an entire album with like little to no features, and I feel like we need to get to that point because and I said this my last podcast, I feel like a lot of female rappers are getting sucked into that, oh, I need to collaborate, because a lot of times we're afraid to stand on our own, even though we are the standard. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't want us to sell ourselves short for trying to play fake nice, as opposed to just standing on our own and collaborating when it counts and not when it's paid. So that's all I got to say about that. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this ratchet ass, over the top ass podcast. I'm happy I got my energy back. I'm happy to be back. Make sure you guys go to DejaDiva.com and scroll down to my Patreon and get a $5, $10, $15, or $25 per month subscription. It helps me continue to do content consistently. It helps me pay people to come on and help me do stuff and build my team. It also helps put food in my fucking fridge and a roof over my fucking head. So make sure y'all support me there. Make sure y'all like this. Shout out to the people watching this on YouTube. Shout out to the people listening to this on Apple Podcasts or whatever you're listening to this. And bye, divas. You won't break my soul. You won't break my soul. All these other bitches ain't rapping as good as Deja's rapping, but I'm spitting poetry so you can say that Deja's snapping. She went to drama school, guess you can tell how Deja's acting. They was trying to take me out, but y'all ain't gon' catch Deja lacking.